Hi guys, it's me Julia. I'm back again with Kiln Opening number 12. This one is a little bit different. This is my community kiln opening. I go to an art centre on a Tuesday afternoon with a few other pottery friends and we make odd bits and pieces and we fire them in the community kiln. So these are the pieces that I've been making over the last few weeks. I haven't fired my own kiln at the moment because I'm in the process of moving, haven't been making very much at home, haven't been very well, so just haven't been feeling up to it. So these are all the bits and pieces that I've got so far, and should have some more coming tomorrow, so there might be another little video towards the end of the week. So I'll get started. Now, this piece, I don't know if you remember a couple of kiln loads back, there was a bit of a failure and I had some sticking two beautiful plates that were the middle and small size to this one. So I had it on my shelf. I was a bit scared to fire it. They had little feet on and this one didn't. So I was a little more confident that it wasn't going to stick. But I thought, you know, I'll put it in at the community kiln, and we use cookies there as well. So, but anyway, so this is saturation gold and Amaco obsidian. Amaco obsidian, always a winner. It's a beautiful glaze, and the saturation gold has come out really quite dark. It's usually a little bit lighter. I carved in this lovely paisley design as well, which has actually come through really well on the saturation gold, and it's not a bad little piece. It's a little warp here and there because the plate that was helping me as my kind of slump plate, I dropped it mid working on it, and this piece flew up in the air. The slump plate fell down, I drop kicked it with my foot and it smashed into pieces. So yeah, this one can now be my slump plate. But anyway, so this is the only surviving piece of the set of 3 because the others stuck and broke. So it will work for nice little platter. Okay, next piece, which I'll show you to compare. This is a 2-bellied jug that I made, and it's saturation gold on the outside and Amaco oatmeal on the inside. Just for comparison, this was fired a few weeks back, and I believe that the community kilns are firing a little bit too hot at the moment, and that is the same glaze, same kilns, but as I say, I believe they are firing a little bit hot. Right now they're not fans of cones, but they are going to get some cones because I have complained how I feel it is too hot, and I think they're now starting to take notice. So anyway, back to this lovely oatmeal jug, and I just love oatmeal. It's such a beautiful glaze. For me, it works every time, and it really, I don't know if you can see, it really looks like porridge, you know, porridge oats. It's just gorgeous. I love it. I'm not sure whether I like the combination of gold and oatmeal. Maybe it's too similar, but it's still a nice little jug. So that's that one. Right, next, which one will I do? Okay, I'm going to show you these two. There's a little pair of frustrum cups. I've been playing with this design and I've made it bigger and smaller, as you've seen. I think some of my other pieces I did like a small one, which this was matching, and it's the black slip. I bought the black slip, I didn't make it. It's the black slip with the ivory slip, I believe, and I layered it up and then carved into it. I don't know if you can see the little layers you can see in the carvings, and then just put I think I put 2 zinc-free clears on. There is a little bit of tiny bit of bubbling on the black, but you can't really see it. And there is a kind of almost like a little haziness in places, which I'm finding on when I'm using slippets, doing that sometimes. But yeah, the colours, I mean, you can see down in the bottom there, it's almost kind of going blue in places. They're really beautiful, and I thought with these I could make candles in them and turn them into like little candle holders, which I thought that would look really nice. And the next piece, I have made these before, these little sandwich plates. I really love them. I'm kind of making a collection of them in different styles, so that when my pottery friends come around, they can all have a different little plate with their cup of tea and their slice of cake. This one is the transfers that I did with underglazes, that I did it with silk screens. So I silk screened onto some really thin copier paper and then transferred it onto the clay. There's like a little bit up in the corner there. Lighting's not fantastic. That's better there. And then I did 3 quarts of Amaco downpour over it. It does look a little patchy, but actually I think it's still fine. It's come out very shiny and lovely. I'm really pleased with it. And I have, I think the clay has got too much, the school buff clay that I'm using, it seems to keep coming with lots of manganese specks in it. They're not milling it very well, but as long as you know, work well with it and rib it, it usually comes out nice. But that's like a huge piece of speckles. But if it has got glaze over it, it does bring its own kind of quality, bringing out those speckles. But anyway, that's that one. And there is another little one that was my autumnal one. I found an oak tree. I picked a few oak leaves. Well, I got them off the floor really. I didn't want to pick them off the tree. And there was some acorns that had fallen as well. So I pressed the acorns in. I coloured the oak leaves in Rainforest by Amaco, Celadon, and I did put some manganese wash into the acorns, but they haven't come out very well. I just mustn't have put enough in. And then I did a little bit of writing there that says, "From little acorns, mighty oaks will grow." I just thought that was a really cute autumnal piece. And I'm really just actually loving bare clay at the moment with just a clear on the top. It's just such a lovely, unfussy, you know, I'm like kind of liking that. Right, next, clash. I have been playing with some more shapes, and I have decided to make kind of Christmassy things, not like traditional Christmassy, this is Julia Christmassy. And I made some green slip with chromium oxide. I probably put too much chromium in, but I made the green slip and I layered it as I did before with the black ones, green and white, I think it was, or green and ivory, and then carved into it. It has a slight blue haze in places, but it's really pretty. And then it has, if I could put that there, you can see it, it has a medium size and a small size. Now, if you want, you can use them as that kind of set, or you can stack them and make a little stacking set of trees. So I love that. And I showed the girls where I go on a Tuesday. So now most of them have their own little sets of trees for Christmas, which is very cute. Right, next pieces. Right, this is again just playing with shapes, and wanted to make something that had a kind of a Greekish shape to it with big wide rim on it. So I decided to just have a play and see how wide I could do a rim, and this is how wide I got. Bearing in mind I'm hand building, I'm not using a wheel. It's, you know, a little bit more difficult without the momentum of the wheel. So this is Amaco obsidian, again the beautiful obsidian, and along the rim there I've got layers of seaweed, Blue Lagoon and Emerald Falls, I believe it is. They're my, between those and textured turquoise, when I build all of those up in different layers, they just all work so beautifully well together. And then a little bit around the rim, but I didn't want to make it too drippy on the outside, because I've got so much lovely drippiness on the inside. Now I did a little one, it's not matching, but on its own it's this little one here, or you can do this and it can make a little stand, so you can actually have it in that way. So it's kind of, I love dual use, I'm kind of funny like that, but yeah, so it can be like that, or you can have two separate little vessels. I really love that. I just love these colours. It is my ultimate favourite in layering colours. Next one is just a test piece. This isn't for really to be used. It was just to test with a scrap of clay. I wanted to see if I could get snake skin, and this is the, like an orange net, not orange as in orange nets for oranges, it's an orange net that you get onions in. The large onions come in like a set of 3, and it has like a stretchy orange net over it, but it makes the most brilliant, can you see the pattern? It makes the most brilliant snakeskin. I hope you can see it. It's a bit of a difficult one because it's just such a small, oh there. Yeah, so then I just put some iron, Amaco iron over it. Iron is so brilliant on texture. It goes down into the texture and goes almost black, and so it looks like you've wiped back with black, and it's just the iron doing its own thing. It's just a scrappy ball. It's not really for anything. It's a bit boring, but it was just to see if you were going to make something like, and you needed that reptile kind of skin. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, can't see it very well, but trust me, it does look really does look like snakeskin. Right, last pieces, and these are just my favorite pieces of this sponge. I've been seeing Monstera leaves done in like little like trays, you know, little dishes, but I wanted to make something more substantial, and I thought maybe like a fruit bowl or something. So I had a go, and this is what it came out like. Absolutely, oh, I am completely in love with this. I really want to start making another one, but I don't need another one. It's just beautiful. Some big chunky feet to keep it up off the ground, and just love it. And it's little baby, mummy and baby, little baby Monstera ball with chunky feet as well, and it can sit inside as a little set. I love it. This glaze is just, it's so beautiful. This is Mayco northern woods. Now, northern woods you would expect, as it says on the front of the pot, is green. You would expect green, maybe breaks brown. But because my community kiln fires, I reckon it fires cone 7, if not a 7.5. And it does a slow fire. Whereas in my own kiln, I do medium. And it comes out this wonderful blue. I mean, it looks like you have some kind of really great layering on there, but it's just northern woods, 3 generous coats. It's stunning, it really is. And then it breaks the brown. You can see that more kind of on the back of the baby. It's just gorgeous. So I am going to be using those in my new house. And I think that was everything, yeah. So I've got some more, excuse me, I'm just choking myself. I should have another couple of bits coming from the community. Curse. Should have some more bits coming from the community kiln. I have, if I remember right, I've got like one quite big piece which I'm quite excited about, so I'm hoping that that's ready tomorrow, and I can show you that maybe towards the end of this week. I could put another video out. So for the time being, I'm not planning to fire my own kiln until I get set in my new house, so I'll do this style of kiln opening for now, if that's okay with everybody. And then once I'm up and running, I can start doing my own kiln firings again, and I'm also going to be doing some tutorials for my kind of easy to do pottery, hand building pottery. So I want to thank you all so much for supporting me and watching my videos. It's just, you know, the support I have is amazing. I'm really, really grateful. If you want to ask me any questions, but just pop them in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed and you like these videos, then I would love you to subscribe. And I just want to say thanks again, and have a great week, and hopefully I'll have another video out later on. See you soon. Bye.